Turns out that the Washington, D.C. attack on two National Guardsmen by an Afghan national is much stranger and much more dangerous than we suppose. I already made a video where the general details about this, but Amy Meg did a very good breakdown on X about what is going on and all the details that we have so far. So I'm going to read her thread right now. New: the DC attack is even more explosive than first reported. Americans were initially told the shooter near the White House was just, quote unquote, just an Afghan national. It's not just an Afghan national. New reporting paints a far more alarming picture because we're talking about thousands of other cells like this. Number one, the suspect, Ramanullah Lakanwal, is 29 years old. He wasn't just any Afghan migrant. According to multiple outlets, he was a highly trained veteran of Afghanistan's elite commando corps, fighting alongside U.S. Special Forces in Kandahar for over a decade. Okay, this is bad because they literally 100% knew who this guy was. Several reports now claim Lakanwal was part of the CIA-backed Kandahar Strike Force, a covert paramilitary unit described as one of the most lethal and secretive forces of the Afghan war. Public reporting says that this unit reportedly carried out night raids, counter-terror missions, targeted operations on Taliban and Al-Qaeda, intelligence-driven strikes outside the Afghan chain of command. So yeah, this is big. This guy was really connected, and I'm pretty sure that many people knew who he was. So let's see. All right. This confirm U.S. government ties. Fox News and other outlets reports Lakanwal had worked with multiple U.S. agencies during the war. Former CIA Director John Ratcliffe confirmed publicly Lakanwal worked with the U.S. government, including the CIA. He should never have been brought into the United States. But how did he enter the United States? So according to NBC News and other sources, Lakanwal was granted a special migrant visa, SIV, in 2021 during the chaotic withdrawal. He later received asylum. He had been living in Washington State. So that's a long drive from Washington State to Washington, D.C. He has a wife and 5 sons. Go figure. His relatives had not heard from him in months. I mean, you mean that I don't know if it means the wife and sons or other relatives. We don't know. And the attack itself, at 2:15 p.m., yesterday, Lakanwal allegedly ambushed 2 unarmed, this is important, they were unarmed, West Virginia National Guardsmen near the White House while reportedly shouting the Islamic war cry, Allahu Akbar. Both soldiers remain in critical condition. And there's a problem that I already mentioned in my other video. In this same channel, remember that you are not in the body language guy. You're in the Power Pundit, my channel dedicated to American politics right now. So public Google Trends data visible to anyone shows a spike in searches for his name in the DC region hours before the attack. How does this happen? How is this possible? I really have no idea. How is it? This does not prove foreknowledge, but it implies foreknowledge. But it raises serious questions and deserves investigation. Congress should subpoena the IP data to determine whether this was coincidence or something more. Who were searching? Yeah, they have access to the IPs of the people who were searching, doing the searches. They knew something. See, if the suspect was, the questions that everybody is asking, if the suspect was, 1, trained by U.S. forces, 2, tied to a covert CIA-linked strike force, 3, admitted through a rush SIV, the special visa pipeline, known to intelligence services, how did he end up shooting American soldiers outside the White House? How does it happen? How do these agencies lose track of this guy and don't know this is going to happen? I mean, are we speaking seriously in a way that we are going to pretend that nobody thought this could happen with the kind of stuff they do in Afghanistan? It's stuff that many just cannot discuss in this channel. We cannot discuss about that in YouTube. We have to go somewhere else to discuss the kind of things that these people do in their country. Why was someone with his background not being monitored? There's an additional concern being raised by commentators. Where are the rest of them? Because there must be more of them out there. Who approved them? Who vetted them? Who is tracking them now? These individuals were not ordinary refugees. They were part of an intelligence or linked force. They were out there, and they are out there. There's no longer a simple story of an Afghan Muslim migrant committing an attack. It's not that simple. We wish it was that simple. Based on what is emerging, this case now involves alleged CIA-linked units, special forces training, U.S.-issued visa protections, the whole enchilada. And we also have the thoughts of Colonel Towner Watkins. Let me explain something to everyone. If the suspect was trained by U.S. forces, tied to a covert CIA-linked strike force, etc., you might want to read Danielle Ganser's book, NATO's Secret Armies, Operation Gladio, and then Paul Williams' book, Operation Gladio. It will help you understand what you're witnessing. This guy is not in any way unique at all. Every CIA operation to overthrow a foreign government, well, over 90, maybe they want to get to 100. Has people trained like this guy by the CIA as part of the regime change operation like we did in Afghanistan, so the CIA could get their opium fields back into production. I guess that's what's going on in Venezuela right now. You know, I am from Venezuela. You know, I have certain bias when I talk about Venezuela. But yes, it is widely known at this point that the Trump administration has green-lighted the CIA operations in Venezuela to, let's maybe find out how many times a day Maduro is dancing salsa with Celia or something like that. I don't know, but you know how this goes. It always goes the same way. Again, I'm always going to be biased. I want my country to be free. I know that this is not the topic that we're talking about, but it is closely related to what we are talking about. It is the same principle. Is Venezuela the next Afghanistan? I mean, I'm sounding a bit dramatic here, but it is a legitimate question because I want to know, because this is not normal. Nobody can say this is normal. Like this is more than absurd. And how do you? The question is, the most pressing question is, how do you lose track of these people? As in, they just vanish and all of a sudden they pop up and do this crazy stuff. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Remember that you're in my Power Pundit channel, my channel dedicated to American politics. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Power Pundit. Much love and bliss.